All right, I'd like to give all glory and praises to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai by Shem Yakwakadash, double and honors to the elders at JMS who spread this truth with all truth and sincerity. Shalom. To you, Akim, around and about the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth with all truth and sincerity. And this is just news that recently, 2 days ago, Trump announced a new the new digital ID. And I forgot which state or country it was that they told that people needed the digital ID. I forgot. It just left my mind. But either way it goes, Trump is saying that now everybody's able to have a digital ID. He's not mandating the digital ID yet, but he's saying you can have there's a way to have a digital ID, and all this is doing is leading us straight to the mark of the beast. Revelations chapter 13. you know you know as we come closer to Yahweh Shai's coming. But reading on, it says a digital ID is an electronic representation of your personal identifying information, like a mobile driver's license, that allows you to verify your identity online for services like logging in, banking, and accessing government services. It is stored on a digital device that can be authorized through methods such as passwords, PINs, biometrics, or other security credentials. And all it is tying us straight into the system, man. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the cover up to I mean, which it seems like it's the cover up to tying us straight into the beast system. So all you'll need, they'll have all your information and whatnot, and all you'll need is to get that C hip, man. In your right hand or in your left or in your forehead, man. All it is just us sucking the information from each individual to tie right straight into the Motb, which, if we was to be honest, man, these damn devils have all of our information, man. He has all of our biometrics and whatnot already, and our passwords to our emails and things that we have to do online, But either way it goes, reading this article, it says Apple launches a digital ID, a way to carry out passports on your phone for use at TSA checkpoints. Apple Watch and iPhone owners in the United States will now be able to carry a copy of their U.S. passports on their devices, which they can use at the TSA checkpoints across more than 250 U.S. airports when traveling domestically. And I wouldn't be surprised if he mandates it, but I wouldn't be surprised either if people don't allow you to use their services without this digital ID, without you showing identification. Just like walking in and they said we only accept cash, or walking into a store and they're saying we only accept a card. Walking into a look, like, so to say, a liquor store, and they said, yeah, we take cash and card, but we need your digital ID, to verify, So I wouldn't be surprised if other places starts mandating it, But I just wanted to bring this out. I'm gonna do a land back, on this, tomorrow. Yahweh by Shemal Shai's will on this digital ID, but it shows us that we are getting closer to Yahweh by Shemal Shai's coming, man. And this dumb devil know he has a short time, man. You know, he has a short time, man. So yeah, we got the digital identification out, man. The digital ID, and I wouldn't be surprised. Which they're slowly, what's that word? Slowly introducing the mark of the beast, but in a way of keeping the people subtile, man, to it. So what is it? Gradually, if I'm saying the word correctly, gradually, or they're slowly keeping the people subtile to this fact that the mark of the beast is just around the corner, and I wouldn't be surprised, however, that they do it. Order out of KO before they make this digital ID mandatory, or after, man, but whatever that goes on, man, they're gonna do they're gonna cause a lot of people to be they're gonna deceive a lot of people into taking this RFID, this C-hip, the C-hip that's coming slowly but surely coming, man, to be put in under your skin, to be cut, to be made cutting in your flesh, man, and a lot of people don't want to believe it, even these Christians, man, and a lot of Christians are going to take it, man, because you brothers and myself, we can see that some of these Christians aren't rooted on a solid foundation, man, nor do they really understand that we're living in a world of war, man. There's a spiritual warfare going on, man, and you see these Christians indulging in all types of wickedness, man, and holidays and so forth, man. Everywhere you turn around, I'm pretty sure you can find one Christian that's dibbling and dabbling, in this society, man, doing all manners of wickedness, man, and calling on Jesus Christos, to have mercy on them, man. For example, I was on TikTok. There was one girl saying that she was just preaching preaching the word of Jesus Christos doctrine, man, and it's all just love and forgiveness, Jesus Christos, but really she was preaching how he loves us and whatnot, and how she can go and get a tattoo, at least one tattoo she can get, but Yahweh Bashim Shai told us not to make cuttings in our flesh, man, and that just shows you how diluted the Christian doctrine is, man, because the Christian doctrine is diluted with lies and basically witchcraft, man, because it brings them into like a candy land, man, to where everything is accepted as long as you repent and come back to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. You come back to Jesus Christos, man. So, but just picture water, and the water being diluted with all types of toxins and cancerous, and people are just drinking it, but saying it's still good water, man. But you can see, us brothers, we can see the dye and all the cancerous and all the abominations in that drink, man. We can see straight through the Christian doctrine, man, and we can see how delusional these people are, man. They're really delusional, man. But that just shows you the craziness that these Christians be on, man. But enough of that. Trump just announced that there's a new digital ID, man. And he can make it mandatory, and then he can cause all hell to break loose, man. And then the seed of the earth to end up taking that Motb, man. He can. I'm pretty sure that they gonna have to do away with a few people, a lot of people, man. These elites, man. They have a lot of money, and they're not they don't have sympathy for what they all say are the low rats, man, down here, man. They're not gonna have sympathy to do away with 100,000 of people, man, to get the half of the earth to take that Motb, man. Which it was it's part of their agenda, man. To control a portion of a population, man. The earth is overpopulated, so they say. But it wouldn't surprise me if they try to make this mandatory, and if they and soon as they make it mandatory, doing all order at a KO, man. Event, man. Horrific event, man, to cause people to be in fear for their lives, to take that Motb. But we know that eventually they gonna come with it. I don't see us being here for another year, man. I see 2006, everything popping off, man. I don't see us being here for another year, man. And you brothers, y'all keep your head up, man, because what is 1 more or 2 more years here in Babylon? Because what is 2 more years compared to eternity, man? We're gonna have the kingdom forever, man. So 2 more years, 1 more year. I'll say 1 more year, but Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is the will that it's 1 more year. But other than that, in eternity, man, that's forever, man. We never gonna get overran. We never gonna get conquered by another nation, man. We're gonna be a people of supreme dominance upon the earth, man. We're gonna rule over all the nations on the planet Earth, man. And no other nation will be able to conquer us, man. If people want to say, but I just wanted to bring this out. So all praises and glory goes to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua by Shem Yahushua. Double honors to the elders of the Jews who's pushing this truth with all truth and sincerity. Shalom to you, Akims, around and about the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth with all truth and sincerity. Shalom.